All right, welcome back. The Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission finally released the complete election results before the Parliamentary Committee on Justice and Legal Affairs. However, commissions led by Chairman Isaac Hassan declined to take oaths before being questioned on the report's content. The issue, of course, of taking oaths was raised by Chris Wamalwa-MP Kiminini, Member of Parliament, and of course he joins us here on the Power Breakfast Show to tell us more about what transpired yesterday and what to expect. Welcome to the Power Breakfast Show. Of course, you've been here before.
Thank you.
All right, perhaps
let's... What's the genesis of the matter?
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Maybe I should give a genesis so that we correct the misconceptions already there. Yeah. I raised this matter in Parliament. This is about 5-6 weeks ago, and this was in line with the Political Parties Act. I was requesting for a statement in terms of when political parties are going to get the Political Parties Fund as prescribed in the Political Parties Act. And you can only be given that money if you know the official results. And I'm saying this from the background. I come from the party Ford Kenya. Ford Kenya in the previous regime was under PNU. And when it came to sharing of the Political Parties Fund, Ford Kenya did not get its share. So we went to court, and the matter is in court. And the court had ruled at the High Court that the Registrar of Political Parties, Lucy Ndumu, had done something wrong, should go back and correct so that Ford Kenya can get its rightful share in terms of the Political Parties Fund. Right now, as we speak, there are many political parties which are dysfunctional because they don't have the funding. And this applies both on the side of Jubilee and the side of court. So that was the genesis. When I raised this matter, IEBC, as far as the presidential system is concerned, comes under the Justice and Legal Affairs Committee. Right now, we are not in the parliamentary system. We are in the presidential system. And one of the critical things when it comes to presidential system, there's no government in waiting. There's no executive in the House. So when you ask such an issue, such a question is directed to the Committee of Justice and Legal Affairs. So after I raised the issue, and the issue was seen concerning of national importance, the Speaker ruled, and in his wisdom, he said, I should appear before the Justice and Legal Affairs Committee to interrogate when IBC are coming to answer that question. A lot of the business in the House is under committees. So once a committee puts a report, it brings it on the floor of the House for the floor of the House to debate. So I was invited by the chairman of the Justice and Legal Affairs Committee, this is Honorable Chepkonga. I appeared before the committee about twice, but unfortunately IBC came, the commissioners used to come without anything. And according to Article 120...
What explanation were they giving?
It's actually impunity. They come, they say, we're not prepared, we have not done this. And
what do you mean impunity?
Yeah, it's impunity because according to Article 125, if you allow me to read, Article 125 says this: either House of Parliament and any of its committees has the powers to summon any person to appear before it for purpose of giving evidence or providing information. For purpose of Clause 1, the House of Parliament or any of its committees has the same powers as the High Court. And they can enforce the attendance of a witness, examine them on oath or affirmation, and they can also compel the production of documents or to issue a commission or request to examine a witness even abroad. IBC was created by Parliament. So, given that you have the powers of the High Court and they've summoned you of something of importance, you must adhere to it and appear accordingly and give the information that was being requested. And in any case, down the line 5 months now, IBC should have released the official results. It's been the public domain. So by them dilly-dallying, they're increasing the anxiety that was existing. So 3 times, no results. Again, the committee has powers. When they gave summons, is when Isaac came with his team now to come and give the information that was being required by the Legal Affairs Committee.
Just to take you back, of course you've stated what Article 125 of the Constitution says about taking oaths. But according to Hassan, he says the electoral bosses felt discriminated against, as others appearing before the Justice Committee had never been sworn in. That was his claim. Why now? And perhaps you could tell us, do you have any records of other commissions that have, or commissioners, committees rather.
Thank you very much. I sit in different committees of Parliament. As a matter of fact, I'm a Deputy Chief Whip in Parliament. I'm one of the leadership of the House. Parliament is a house of rules and procedures which are laid down as per the standing orders. For instance, in Public Investment Committee, we've had cabinet secretaries coming, we've had the principal secretaries coming, and always they are put on oath. And being put on oath, it is just an affirmation of the truthfulness, the precision that whatever you're going to say is going to be of truth, nothing but the truth. Coming to the issue of IEBC results, we've had a lot of contentions. As a matter of fact, the former Prime Minister had also gone to court to contest the results. We've seen in the public domain, it's been in the media, that the results came out, but the commissioners were divided as far as signing those results are concerned. So already in the public domain, there's that aspect of suspicion. And in any case, if you're coming to say something which is truthful, I don't see the problem of coming to swear. Because you're just coming to affirm that whatever you're going to give is going to be of truth, nothing but the truth. Other committees, these are precedents that we've been doing. So if the Justice and Legal Affairs Committee has not been doing this, maybe it has been an oversight. And yesterday, after I raised the issue as per Article 125, it was ventilated. And Justice and Legal Affairs Committee is a committee of prominent lawyers. And in any case, you don't need to go to law school to interpret Article 125. It's very clear. And after the ventilation, they realized, yes, the Constitution provides for this. And in any case, after realizing this is something of national importance, and there's a lot of doubts that were in the air, it was actually good for the Commission to come and swear that whatever you're going to give, put them under oath, is going to be nothing but the truth. But the moment they refused, it increases a lot of suspicions again. Actually, they refused. But after the chairman, after the chairman of the legal committee, Honorable Chepkonga, in his wisdom, he ruled that they should be put under oath. When there is an issue, the chair of a committee, at that times like the speaker in the National Assembly, so whatever directions he gives, you have to follow. I didn't go there to force them to go on oath, but I just raised a point of order because the information that he was going to give is of national importance, and we want accuracy, we want truthfulness. That's why I requested the chair to rule whether he should be put on oath or not on oath. And lucky enough, he ruled that he should be put on oath.
No, there was also another concern that Hassan raised, the place of, he noted that they took an oath before, of course, the Chief Justice when they took up their jobs. And even listening to the committee chairperson at first, he wasn't really for the idea. In fact, even committee member John Njoroge also, Shege also spoke about the same thing. Said, oh, you know what, we're basically tabling, presenting information here. But then later on, after the ventilation, then that's
John Njoroge, in his advice, he said evidence. But when you read Article 125, if I go back again, it is saying, before the purpose of giving evidence or providing information. He read the law partially. He didn't go further. It is provided for. Here he was tabling information. So it was right for him to be put under oath. And in any case, if he said he had taken an oath of his office, when you go to High Court, you are giving evidence or whatever the case. It doesn't matter whether he had taken an oath in office or not. This is a sitting of Parliament. This is a committee of Parliament which is equivalent to the High Court. So much that he had sworn an oath when he was taking office, it is irrespective of that. When you appear before the committee, it is in the law, you must be put on oath. So whatever the chairman, Hassan said, it was wrong, and I expected him to have known. He's a lawyer of many standing years in practice. He should have known this, and it's provided for in the law. Not that I was trying to create this.
But are there other committee sittings that the people are not required to swear an oath?
Depending on what information you're trying to bring across, you might not have to. But when you're bringing in an information like this, which is sensitive, which has brought a lot of anxiety, which has been contested in court, I think, to me, it's proper that he should be put on oath.
Because the general feeling is that there was already preconceived ideas that perhaps IEBC could be lying, and that is why even the whole issue of taking an oath came up. Because if at all you were not there, the chairman, Samuel Chepkonga, could have just said, it's okay.
Absolutely, I agree with you.
And knowing that you're the opposition deputy chief whip.
Let me mention something on that.
Right.
The role of a member of parliament in the presidential system, it is to legislate, is to oversight, and to represent. As we sit in parliament today, it is not the court side which is oversighting. All the members of parliament, as a matter of fact, their role is to oversight. In fact, during the ventilation when I brought up the issue, Mheshimiwa Cheptumo, who supported the matter, he's not from the court side. Mheshimiwa Ngeno, who is one of the also leading lawyers, supported the matter. He's not from the court side. Here, we are here for the good of this country. So bring in the issue that because I came from the opposition or whatever, it does not hold water. All of us, we are there to oversight. We are here to see the government to work successfully. We want to oppose constructively, not to oppose for the sake of it. We want the interests of this country to be put ahead. So the issue or the element of saying so and so say this because of coming from the opposition, that is very wrong.
So what is the status of the report as we speak now?
Now, the status of the report, this report was tabled, yes. And right now, we are trying to go through it to do some analysis. Already you've seen in the media that there's discrepancy between the total votes under governors and that under the president. But one thing I want to say is, you have a right. You can go vote for the president and you don't need to vote for the governor. So whatever the discrepancy is there, that is normal. I'm not trying to read any malice or whatever the case. I'm here to put constructive criticism to the government. And where they've done well, we say hallelujah. And where they've done wrong, we say, hey, here is wrong. One time, Martin Luther King Jr. says this, that there comes a time when silence is betrayal. We don't want to betray Kenyans. We're here to say the truth and to help the government to deliver into its promises.
So where do you want to imagine that you are suspicious that that report is cooked?
Those are your words. I didn't say that the report is cooked. What I had said is we wanted the position, we wanted the truth. By putting this IEBC on oath, it will even increase the level of confidence to the Kenyans that whatever we are going to give, it's going to be the truth, but nothing but the truth. That is the importance of the oath. That's all. But now if you come in, you say an oath, and you've done something otherwise, some repercussions might be very bad. And that's why you find some people where when they doubt maybe it's not the truth, they refuse, they don't want to be put on oath.
I mean, just to take you to a couple of things that you said, accusing the IEBC chairman of not taking the committee's summons seriously. You said this is impunity, this is a body which was in charge of the elections, and 7 months down the line, there is nothing, we can't contain this anymore. Later, after yesterday's session, you spoke to the journalists, you said you read mischief in IEBC's decision not to take the oath.
Yes.
Seriously, can you say you have no problem with the results?
Now, the issue here is, when you talk of mischief, by me asking that question, there was no mischief. But I asked the question objectively, and it's because of the doubts we've had in this country. Many people contested the results. You and me, you know that.
All elections are contested.
Absolutely.
All elections are contested.
Absolutely, which we don't refuse. 4 months, 5 months down the line, a body which was in charge of the elections has not issued official results. So definitely, you raise some doubts in it. So it is for them to come and confirm to the Kenyans that this is the whole truth. And you could do that through an oath. Parliament business, the National Assembly is very busy. We have so many bills, so many motions coming in. So if at all you are in charge of such a body like IEBC and you want Kenyans to continue having confidence, why should you be someone 2 weeks down the line you're supposed to provide information and 6 weeks down the line, you've not yet provided. This is impunity, because he has an obligation as the chair of IBC to provide these results. And in any case, this statement was not about who won the presidency or whatever the case. The Supreme Court had ruled, and we respected what the Supreme Court had ruled. Here was about the political parties fund. Some political parties are dysfunctional. They are bankrupt. They don't have money to run their operations, and it's provided for in the law. So to me, I call it impunity, because if you are told you are negating on your obligation, if you can't work, resign. As a matter of fact, yesterday, when a commissioner wanted to protest and move out, the chair of the legal committee was very categorical. He told him, if you protest, you're going out, go out with your reports. And if you don't want to work for Kenyans, we'll make our decision. You are answerable. This is the accountability we are looking at. Members of parliament are there to oversight. And what we are doing yesterday, with due respect, is part of oversight. We are not here to work under duress. We are not here to do any sycophancy, but we are here to provide oversight as a role of a member of parliament.
There's a concern here. Dr. R. Mutia, a lawyer from Nairobi, says, Honorable Dr. Chris Wamalwa, inform Kenyans why politically, legally and deeply do you think the IEBC commissioners declined to take oath before presenting the 2013 general election results? Why do you think so?
Now, such a question, it is Hassan himself who should be able to tell Kenyans why he refused to take an oath. But in a nutshell, as I said, an oath, you are just trying to affirm that whatever you are going to give, whatever information you are going to give, it is going to be the truth, nothing but the truth. So if such a person in such a case doesn't want to give an oath, to be under oath, it doubts, it raises concerns that maybe the information that is going to give is not maybe true.
The reason why you want that information is so that your political party may get money from the political party's funding.
Yes.
As we speak now, that report as it is, can it be useful for that purpose?
It can be useful partly. In fact, what happens in Parliament is when you raise such a question and the statement comes, if at all the statement given is incomplete, you seek more clarification. And that's why the Speaker, in his wisdom, the person who raised the matter, you are advised to appear before that respective committee so that you can be able to clarify in terms of to what extent do you want the statement to be. When it comes to the register of political parties, he's under IBC. Lucy Ndungu, she's under IBC. She's subordinate to Hassan. So Hassan, in his own wisdom, he knows very well what type of information is required so that you can be able to table or to compute the political parties fund.
There's just for clarification purposes, somebody here says, good morning, IEBC is presenting a report. Did you see TJRC take an oath when presenting their report? So basically, taking us back to the place of the law being applied selectively.
Yes.
Because yes, here we are attacking IEBC. We're saying, according to the Constitution, Article 125, you can actually be summoned and you must take an oath.
Yes.
But then the parliamentary committee in question has not been doing that. Now, so what is your say on the other side of the parliamentary
Unless
committee?
Otherwise, I'm not aware that DJRC has appeared maybe before the House Committee. For instance, DJRC report, as we speak right now, has not been tabled in Parliament. Okay. We are waiting for this report. So whoever is saying, I'm not aware that DJRC has appeared before the committee in Parliament. But obviously, when they appear there to bring that report, that information, the law dictates that they should be put under oath.
But then let's talk about this other issue of the law being applied selectively in this case.
Now, I'm not going to say that the law is being applied selectively. Maybe the committee had overlooked. And a wrong that was done does not mean it should be that wrong. Yeah. We know that very well. There are some of the teething problems. As we come to Parliament, we are the first timers, of course, and we are trying to understand the procedures, the rules and procedures of the House. Teething problems are there. So if at all these people came, and that particular time, it was maybe overlooked, they were not put under oath, or maybe the matter that they were presenting was not of that sensitive and of that serious interest But for such a matter that is of national good, there's a lot of attention, there's a lot, maybe suspicion is there, you should be put under oath. So it's not selective. Maybe it was overlooked, but does not mean when it was overlooked last time you're here, when you come back again, it should not, the law should not be followed.
Allegations have been made that one of the reasons that IEBC, like what you are calling impunity, does not want to table that report is because 1 million people voted for the president and not any other election. They voted in the presidential elections, but not any others. But the figures we saw now is about 58,000.
That's true. In any case, we have Kenyans in diaspora who voted, and they only voted for the president.
Yes.
So that justification is there. But the issue of bringing 1 million, as far as the results are concerned, there's no evidence. Even when you go to the court of law, evidence must be there. So the issue of